Hello, ladies and gentle people. It's Iron Boy, and this is season 2, episode 2 of the whatchamacallit podcast. I think it's metal something, but yeah.
I believe it is the Powermetal Podcast, Season 2,
Oh,
Episode 2. Welcome,
he
friends.
exists too. Yeah, I forgot. Here's Powertom.
My name is Powertom.
Yeah, he's Powertom.
Elite, in fact. And
He's trash.
I'm ready to dive into the memes.
Yeah, he's trash though.
How are you, Aaron?
I am good.
Good. You took 4 seconds to just say you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just good.
All right. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
I am good as well.
I am
I think,
happy for you
you're
for
happy?
being well.
You're happy that I'm good.
I'm happy that you're well.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, before everybody clicks off,
Yeah.
I think we should
probably start
get
with
onto the actual topic
yeah.
of our podcast.
Yeah, we should start. So, what are we talking about today?
So today we will talk about Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 3.
Episode 3?
I went
is it a plant?
I went full on Irish there. I don't know. I swear to God, I'm not Irish.
Is it a plant?
So what?
Is the episode like a plant, a fully grown tree?
It is.
Okay,
it is.
It better be.
In some ways, it
In
is.
some ways, it is. Yeah.
And so we do have some thoughts about that.
Yeah.
Iron.
But wait,
it's funny because
we should probably say what we're gonna talk in general this episode.
And of course, yeah, we're gonna talk about Infinity War Episode 2, Avengers Endgame,
You know,
the greatest movie of all time, or maybe it's not.
Yes, it is.
We have some thoughts about that as well.
You don't. Whatever.
It's funny. It's funny because
funny.
I wasn't completely I don't know,
What?
satisfied with Endgame, and Iron wasn't satisfied with Season 8, Episode 3. So
Yeah,
we're gonna rant a little bit about that.
That's quite. That's funny, I guess. Like,
It is kind of funny.
yeah. I mean, I didn't like episode 3, and you did, and you didn't like Endgame, and I did. I mean,
Yeah.
wait, did you actually not like it, or were you just like?
It wasn't that I didn't like it.
Okay.
It had its moments,
It
but I
did,
do have
yeah.
some problems with it.
Okay, so.
But we will talk about that,
Okay.
as well as an epic teaser,
Ooh. What
an
do you
epic
mean?
sneak
What,
peek
what do
by
you
Iron Boy 43.
What do you mean a teaser? About what?
I don't know. About an insane, great, and wondrous project that Iron has been working on.
Is it just
And
one?
I am told it is a revolution in the entertainment medium.
I mean, is it just one, or is there a bonus?
It is
one?
more than one. I don't know what you are planning on telling us today,
Yep.
but I guess we'll find
I
out
guess-
if we stick till the end.
A special teaser from yours truly, Iron Boy 42. 42's new projects, I guess. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So.
Well, I think we should get started.
Yeah, we should start with Game of Tits.
Game of tits.
Yeah.
No actual tits on that one though. I was hoping for some.
Unfortunately, I was disappointed.
I was hoping for that for some, late moment Melisandre, but
Yeah,
unfortunately it didn't happen.
we almost got that, but yeah.
Yeah, I would have liked it, but
Yeah,
whatever.
we all would, but
It's okay.
not the old ones. Not the old
I
ones.
mean, I don't got any problem with the old ones.
Boy, you mean you're into gilfs now?
I mean, I didn't say that,
You better
but
not be. You better not be.
you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know.
So, what happened this episode of Game of Tits?
So basically, the whole episode was the Battle of Winterfell.
Battle for Winterfell, yes.
For Winterfell, of Winterfell.
For Winterfell.
Basically, the battle that was being
mean,
set up
wait.
since the first episodes, literally since the first seconds of the first
Yeah,
episode.
like literally
And,
the first scene of the first episode.
Exactly.
And they brushed
that
it off in
epic
like
victory.
one episode.
Wait. 1 second.
Okay.
I'm willing to hear your thoughts.
Okay.
I'm expecting your thoughts, but
You
first,
better be.
I'm gonna tell the people what happened.
Okay. Let's tell people what happened.
So basically, the battle between the White Walkers and the living peoples being Daenerys with her
Yep.
army, Jon with his army, and some knights of One Vale.
Yeah. Just one
And
veil,
so the
not two.
two, just one, and
Just
then
the
the
one.
two armies clashing,
Kind of.
and a lot of shit going down.
Yeah.
Some characters dying, which
I
we
know.
might have put a certain bet on that in the
I
previous episode, and
mean,
someone might have
we kind of
lost.
bet on
I
that.
mean, I'm just saying here.
Yeah.
Maybe you owe me something, Iron.
What do I
Just
owe
saying
you?
here. Your soul and
My
blood,
soul and blood. What?
your freedom. You're basically my slave now. I can sell you in the black market.
I'm not your fucking slave.
I mean, you lost the bet though.
I did lose the bet, and I believe I did buy you a bottle of whiskey, didn't I?
You may have.
I may have.
But may or may not. Who knows, really?
Yeah.
But yeah, what happened was shit went down
Shit
in
went
Winterfell.
downhill real quick.
And then they won. Arya killed the Night's King,
Yeah,
and
that happened.
the good peeps won. Although it was
It was.
a very Pyrrhic victory,
I mean-
meaning that they won, but they had a lot of casualties, and now their army's kind of fucked.
Kind of. I mean, it was
So yeah, that was basically the whole, roughly what happened.
roughly what happened. So let's talk about the strategy.
So yeah. First I want to ask you, what is your general impression of the episode?
Yeah, let's do that. So,
Trash?
trash, just trash. Well, I mean,
listen,
this might be the only thing we agree on for this episode.
no. Listen, my general impression is that it was a good episode.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an insane episode.
Exactly.
But
mean, some people are saying,
all right.
it's the best
Some people were
episode."
expecting that this will be the greatest episode in the history of episodes.
We all did.
It was good. It wasn't like insane.
I mean,
Like it could have been better for
Look.
sure, but it was. I actually really liked it.
okay, look, maybe I would have enjoyed it a bit more if I, could see the episode.
I mean, come on.
I mean, sure, the directors went out and they tweeted something like about their choice of lighting in this episode, and it was like they said it was intentional or something for whatever reasons. We don't care. If we can't see what we are supposed to see, then we can't understand it.
Listen, it was fine. I understand the lighting was dark just to
Yeah.
create tension and just to make you more scared. Like for example, all right. First of all,
Yes.
the tactics that
What?
they used were completely retarded.
The tactics, yes.
But like they sent the Dothraki pretty much like their only mounted troops.
Yep.
I mean, they did have some knights as well, but pretty
They
much
did.
the majority of their mounted troops, they put them in the front while they were defending. All right, this is a defensive battle.
Yep.
They put them in the front and they made them charge. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you lose your advantage? Just keep the cavalry in the flanks
exactly.
and make them charge in a pincer movement when the army shows up.
Pincer
Why
movement.
would you charge with your cavalry first? You lose your fucking advantage. Like, okay, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
The scene
I get what
where,
you're trying to say. Yes. Okay.
like, right, don't get me wrong. The scene where their fire scythes or whatever, their fire weapons just
Yep.
start off, going out is
It's cool.
is good. It's a good scene.
It's fine. I mean, yeah.
From
the
a
moment
photography
that-
point of view,
Yeah. Look,
but like from a tactics point of view, it's retarded. Then you got Daenerys just looking at them
Yeah,
like,
kind of.
that looks pretty
I
cool. I'm
mean,
losing all my
look.
army right now.
look. I believe they were planning on the Dothraki charging even before Melisandre came. Like they didn't know she would come to help, so they were planning to kill them off from the start. Okay.
Which was even more retarded
Yeah,
because
which is
they
even
don't even
more
have
retarded.
dragon glass weapons.
I mean, look, the moment when Melisandre comes in and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you fire and shit," and she lights up their swords. That's a fine moment. You feel like the Dothraki are useful now. Actually, they're actually useful.
yeah.
Okay, but guess what? They're not. I mean,
they would have been useful if they knew how to fucking use them.
Yeah, but they're not. They're fucking useless.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, so
I mean, they did kill some walkers, but
like
you know,
a small percentage.
I don't think it was very
that
effective.
was barely relevant because remember what happened in the end of the episode? Yeah, they would have died anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, you know,
Yeah.
maybe they would have been able to hold them off, and they would have stormed the castle earlier.
I don't know. We don't know about that. We don't know.
Well, we don't know, but we can only speculate.
Yep.
And then what happened afterwards is.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
I mean, remember when last episode of the podcast I kind of bet on Ser Jorah surviving? See,
Yeah.
I was so happy when I saw him coming back after the charge. Like, I was cheering because I was like, yes, I didn't lose the bet. And then...
But then you kind of did, though, right?
Yeah, because Daenerys, she pushed him in front of the walker that was trying to kill her. She basically killed my bet. She lost me money.
Yeah, it's like you didn't even have. It's like you already didn't have enough reasons to fucking hate Daenerys.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you
Like,
you have one other
wait.
reason to hate her.
Wait, how about the argument people make like sure, Jorah went there to help Daenerys to save her in the first place, so and they're like he put himself in front of the walker on his own, but no, you can clearly see Daenerys after he comes, she pulled him in front of her.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if he went there to save her, she killed him.
Kind of, yeah.
She killed him.
And speaking of rips, Rip Ed.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, Rip, the least relevant character in the season.
I mean,
Yeah.
we can argue about that, but he certainly wasn't like too relevant. But you know, he was a good guy.
He
you know,
was a good
everybody
guy. I
liked
mean,
him.
his death was kind of anticlimactic, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
he just
but you know
died.
what death wasn't at all anticlimactic, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Liana?
Exactly.
That's
I fucking
That
enjoyed
was
that. She's a fucking idiot that stayed out for the fight.
Yep.
And then she got fucking punched by the giant, which she did actually
Exactly.
kill, which is kind of ridiculous,
I mean,
but still.
in my opinion, that was the funniest death scene I've seen in like ages.
That was pretty funny. That
It
was
was
pretty
the
funny.
funniest death scene I've seen in ages. I mean,
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
yep. So who else died? Beric. Beric died.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Beric
Unfortunately.
died, which was pretty much the most, I'd say my favorite character out of all that died.
The you mean like your most favorite out of the least relevant ones?
Not out of the least relevant, out of the people that died in the last episode. I think
yeah,
he was my
I
favorite
see,
one.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
I did bet on Jorah, so
I mean, yeah, you did bet on Jorah. I bet it on.
I guess Beric
Um,
comes second. No, there's Theon too.
mean-
There's Theon too. Fuck.
Oh yeah, there's Theon too. We forgot about
we
Theon
for-
because nobody fucking cares about Theon.
We
'cause he's a
forgot
fucking
about
cuck.
Reek. We forgot about Reek.
Reek, nah though,
Reek.
nah. I mean, Theon's death was alright.
Yeah, I mean, he had it coming from the start of the series. Like, we all knew sometime, some way he had to die. But now, I mean, he could have.
What better way to go?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get why he died to save Bran, and I guess Bran telling him that after all he might actually be a good guy. That was alright.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was a fine way to close.
Unfortunately, he didn't have a dagger hidden in his other hand
Yeah,
to stab the Night's King
unfortunately.
in his belly while he was falling.
Kind of. I mean, look,
But what can you say?
Theon charged on the Night's King. Like, wait, why are we still calling him the Night's King? It's like too long. Let's call him Nicky. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so if like Theon charged at Nikki with the spear, like if he broke the spear, so it would be kind of shorter. I mean, he could have like done some damage, you know.
Nah, there is no fucking way. I mean, the Night King is just fucking.
I mean, yeah, at that point he was just flexing, but you saw what he did. He just broke the spear and stabbed him instead. So
Yeah, I don't think the length of the spear really has any
I mean,
really does matter because I mean he would have just grabbed him by the hand and just fucking smashed him away. It
yeah, I
wasn't.
know,
I don't
but
think he would have done anything. Um,
sure, whatever.
but Arya, on the other hand,
Who?
Arya,
Arya.
on
Ooh.
the other hand,
On the other
makes a lot of
hand,
sense.
on the other
Yeah,
hand, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
On
on,
top of the other hand.
yep. I
What
mean,
do you think about Arya killing the Night King?
it, look, at this point, Arya, I hate to say what everybody has been saying, but at this point, she's just a Mary Sue. She's like Rey 2.0.
I mean,
I mean, okay, well, that's an understatement because Rey is trash, and you know, Arya
I
has.
mean, come on, Ray's no.
Ar-
Listen, I don't want to get into a Star Wars
yeah,
discussion right
let's
here,
not
but
do
like,
that
okay,
now. Okay, so
I wasn't that bothered by Arya killing the Night King
I mean, if
because it was the way that they did it.
what do you mean?
It was like she jumped on him from the back,
Yep.
and then he saw her. He tried to grab her hand, but then she kind of slipped the knife under him.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, it wasn't like she fought him straight on in a 1v1 duel, and she beat him because that would have been,
Yeah.
I
She
would have
would
been
done
bothered by that. But she kind of tricked him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, it's alright. It wasn't like I was thrilled. I would have preferred if John killed him in a
Yeah, me too.
1v1.
Me too.
Because
Like,
you kind of had to build up the two characters' tension
I
from
mean,
before.
look,
But still, I
Arya,
wasn't that bothered by
Arya
it.
was not built up to defeat the Night's King. So
Yeah.
So I might have preferred it if maybe Bran did, like the moment like the Night's King grabs Arya from the neck when she charges at him. Like maybe if she had thrown the dagger to Bran and maybe died in that scene.
What do you want her to die? Come on, who's gonna kill
I mean,
Cersei
look,
afterwards?
if Jorah had to die, Arya had to die too, so we can both lose the bet, you know?
Yeah, but I won the bet though.
Shut up. So wait. So yeah,
I mean, yeah.
maybe
I
if
wasn't that
Bran
bothered
killed
by
him,
that.
if Bran killed him, it would have been more rewarding because he's been built up as a figure that rivals the Night's King in a way.
Yeah, but he's not like aggressive. He's not violent.
Yeah,
like,
I know
he
he's
doesn't
not
know how to,
aggressive, but in
like he doesn't do the killing. He lets other people do it.
yeah, I understand that, but in this scenario, it would have been more rewarding to the viewers if maybe Bran did it, and well, if you absolutely don't want to have Jon kill him, maybe have the next best option is Bran, if you get what I'm saying.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but
Okay.
it's alright that they did kill him that way for me. But I think it wasn't like some people say it was just a fucking easy fight,
I
and
mean,
that
sure,
it
it
was just
wasn't.
like I don't think it was an easy fight. Like they did struggle, they did lose a lot of people,
They
and
did
their army
lose
is now
Winterfell.
fucking destroyed. I mean, I don't know. Like, did one of the dragons die? I'm not sure about that.
No, the dragons are both alive.
I think they were injured though, right?
Yeah, they're injured. Like, I think Rhaego's wings are kind of ripped. Not that it's that relevant, because, dragons usually do have kind of ripped wings and they can still fly. I mean, wait. Like the zombie dragon that Night King had, like, he had ripped wings, so I don't know how that works. Like, it should work the same for...
Yeah, he was a magic dragon, though.
Yeah, he was a dead dragon. He shouldn't be able to fly either way.
Yeah, but like the zombies shouldn't be able to walk because they're zombies, right? They're dead.
Yeah, exactly. But magic doesn't have to do anything with that. It's just the physics of that world that don't make... Like, they make zero sense.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that it's like magic that helps them fly, but,
I mean, they are magical creatures after all,
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
So, basically, how they will do it, as I see it, is that now Cersei is the final boss.
Kind of.
And that they will now probably get counter-wrecked by Cersei because their army is devastated and she has the Golden Company.
But she doesn't have elephants.
She doesn't have elephants, so
Yet.
that is a minus. But I don't know how JV will continue.
I mean, look.
How his character, like, all right, I know your theory that he's gonna kill Cersei. I don't think we have to repeat him.
Yeah.
I think people have gotten it by this point.
They better have.
But I don't know how he's going to align.
I mean, look. At this point, I believe he understands what kind of a woman Cersei is. Like,
yeah.
He understands that she's evil,
Yeah, I think
and
so.
I don't really think that Cersei will take him back after he left. Like, he doesn't really have a choice now, but still.
I mean, I don't know about that.
I mean, look.
She might accept him, but
she will not accept him back. She definitely will not. I mean,
I don't know.
He kind of betrayed her to go with the other people. They did have that conversation last season.
She kind of did, fuck urine as well.
Yeah, that happened too. I believe they're still doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. We also have to see. We still have to see Yara taking back the Iron Islands.
I mean, I believe that happened off screen because in the preview of the next episode, we kind of see a bunch of ships with Daenerys' flags. So
yeah, they might have done it off screen.
Yep.
And also, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how this will
play out.
How this pan out because they have said that there's gonna be some plot twist and some bittersweet ending. So
bittersweet
I don't know if
ending. Okay, at this point, there are a couple of ways they can do it to save the series from the disaster that was this episode.
I mean, you can't call it a disaster. I mean, come on.
Okay, it was not a total disaster. It was just a massacre.
Like, alright, I get it.
Yeah.
Your expectations weren't met, but you still gotta accept that it was a pretty cool episode.
I mean, sure, it was an okay episode, but the way...
Like, I mean, if you subtract the whole, Game of Thrones concept, and if you subtract the whole, expectations, and you just take the episode and, you just see it as a standalone episode of a TV series.
You don't understand shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's pretty epic.
I mean, look,
it's pretty victory royale, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the scale of the episode, like, sure, it was a big scale episode from a perspective of a lot of characters coming together to fight this one threat they've been building up since the start of the show, since literally the start of the show. So
Yep.
yeah, I get that, but like I said, they have been building this up from the very start of the series. So you have been hyping up these ice zombies that are supposed to be the greatest evil that walks this earth of theirs.
Yeah, but we also don't really know yet because they might have a plot twist.
Yeah, I know
there are some theories.
Yeah, I do know. I did tell you about them.
Yes.
So let's not do theories like this episode. But
should we not?
I mean, we're already 25 minutes in the podcast, and we're trying to do a 1 hour thing. So
I mean, that's kind of true. But
yeah,
really quickly,
yeah,
we could just say that the workers might return.
yeah. Sure. I hope
Um,
they return actually.
and we're not quite sure that they've been defeated because
Yeah.
there were some small hints that might, for example, like the Night's King, he just went close to Bran, he just looked at him in the eyes, he just smiled,
Yep. We
and
all
he was
saw
just
that.
like, yeah, dope, dope, dog.
Nice wheelchair you got there, bruh.
Yeah,
You don't mind
yeah.
if I freeze it, and you too.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I guess so. I
So,
guess
yeah, I
we're
think,
scoring now.
should we wrap it up?
Are we gonna give it a score?
Yeah, I think we should wrap up by giving it a score out
Yeah.
of 10.
So
So, what do you say?
okay, if I had to score it, I would say like 5.7 would be quite generous of me.
5.7?
Yeah, 5.7.
I'd say 7.5.
7.5. You're very generous. You're a
Listen,
very
I like the
generous
episode.
man.
I told you, I like the episode.
Yep.
Could it have been better? Yes, but I
Yep.
still really liked it.
I mean,
So,
look, in my opinion, they did not live up to my expectations. So, yeah. If I,
yeah, your expectations were, kind of high in the
yeah,
line.
they were high after I watched Endgame. So, yeah. I mean, look,
Yikes.
you're watching both this episode and Endgame like the same weekend. So, you have a lot of expectations.
That's gonna be a yikes from me, Chief.
Yep.
So,
I guess, look, if I was unbiased by the death of Jorah, my unbiased score would be like a 6.3. But right now,
all right.
my personal
All right.
score is like 5.7. Okay, 5.7.
Okay, I understand.
Yep.
All right. So, well, I think
yeah.
we should in fact move on to Avengers Endgame.
Also known as Infinity War Part 2.
Also known as an overhyped movie that was okay,
What?
but
Look, okay.
I mean, listen, come on.
Look. Let's take a couple of things out of the way before we start. The movie was great, regardless of whether you had seen the previous ones. But if you had, it was extremely rewarding. Okay.
Listen, it was extremely rewarding for the nerds that know every fucking single Easter egg, and they're
What?
coming in their pants every single time they show something like this small fucking Easter egg that nobody fucking cares about.
What did you say? I was preoccupied.
Like, alright, I'm not talking about when they travel back in time to the first Avengers movie,
Sure.
and they do the circle shot. Like, everybody's seen that. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like, okay, that was rewarding for everyone.
Yep.
But I'm saying the fucking one little fucking Easter egg that nobody cares about, and it's just fucking fan service. Like, that's not filmmaking. That's just fan service.
Yeah, I know it's fun. It's fun service, but
Like, my problem with Endgame as a general is that they try to please everyone.
yeah.
And that's not
Okay,
good.
look.
Like, if you want to make a movie as you want to make it. If you try to please the fucking nerds, if you try to please the SJWs, if you try to please the kids that went there, if you try to please
Yeah,
the people that
look.
went there to see a fucking comedy, if you try to please the people that went there to see a fucking drama, it just becomes like a fucking clusterfuck.
Yeah.
I don't know what they said there, clusterfuck.
It's a clusterfuck. Okay.
Like, why did they have to put Fortnite in there? Why?
Okay, look. Apparently, the directors, the Russo brothers, are huge Fortnite fans. So
Why?
I don't know. Like,
We don't care. Why?
Look.
They just wanted to please the fucking kids.
okay. Let me say this. Let me speak my mind. So look, Russo brothers. If you're watching this, if you're hearing this, you probably are not. But whatever. I just have.
No, the 100%, dog. They're hearing
they're
this.
hearing this.
They're
They
listening
better
to our
be hearing
podcast
this.
every single episode.
Yeah, look,
they're listening.
we appreciate your work, the work you have done since The Winter Soldier, then Civil War, Infinity War, and now Endgame. We appreciate all of it, but
You suck.
your opinions do not matter. Your preferences
Very true.
do not matter. This is a universe that has been built up for like a decade and a year, for 11 years, since the very first Iron Man. Remember how big that was, how big a deal that was. It was revolutionary, especially considering the fact that it was a big gamble, essentially, taking a former drug addict, Robert Downey Jr., and putting him in such a big role, like not that big at the time, but now he's big. It was revolutionizing. And then Josh Whedon, like, he made the first Avengers movie, which changed everything we knew could be done. Age of Ultron.
I think you're taking it a bit too far.
No. Let me speak.
Like,
Let me speak.
You're talking like it's the fucking change of the world.
Okay,
like, alright, they were good movies.
Look. Let me.
They kind of changed the
Let
industry.
me
Wasn't
finish.
like, I mean, come on.
Let me finish my thoughts, and then you can talk, please. Okay. So where was I? Okay. The Avengers, Josh Whedon, he did a great job doing what he can do, which is directing. Then Age of Ultron, it was what it was. Quicksilver died.
Trash.
TLDR, Quicksilver died. Vision was created and Wanda happened.
We know what happened. You don't have to say it again.
Yeah, I know. And yeah, sure. A bunch of other things happened. The Winter Soldier, the Guardians movies, Spider-Man came back to Marvel, and now we got the Fox properties, X-Men and Fantastic Four, not yet on screen, but we're getting them. So why would your opinions matter, Russo brothers? We, as fans, don't want to see that you like Fortnite. We want to see our heroes punch each other in the fucking face and enjoy it. That's what we want to see. Sure, we want some build-up, but we don't want to see the fact that you like Fortnite. Is where I'm getting.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, that was one of my problems.
Yep.
Another one of my problems is what they did with some of the characters.
Okay.
Like, some of the characters were okay, some were good, and some were absolutely fucking trash.
Which ones were trash?
Like, alright, I'm gonna start with the good ones. Like,
Okay.
alright,
I mean, come on.
the Scarlett Johansson,
What?
arc.
Who?
The Black Widow arc,
Black Widow arc. Okay.
where she died, it was good.
It was
right?
good, yes, because you have been building her up since Iron Man 2. She has been this master assassin that cares about nobody, and suddenly this movie you learn more about her. You're like, she had nothing, and now she has this family, but now she's kind of lost that because of Thanos, and she wants payback. She wants payback from the big purple guy. So
okay, yes, she sacrificed herself.
I mean,
Iron Man or Captain America's one was okay.
yeah, I mean,
He still didn't have a whole lot of interesting character aspects, but whatever.
sure.
I mean, his ending was okay, but then Thor, why?
Oh, yeah, that
There was
happened.
no fucking reason, alright? We get it.
They
He's
gave
fat.
him. They gave
Very
him
funny.
the
It
dad
was funny
bod.
for 1 second. 1 second.
Yep. Okay.
Then it's just fucking retarded. And if you fucking laugh, you're 12 years old or a fucking retard.
Yep. That's true.
Why? Like, he's a literal fucking god. A literal god. Okay?
But
Why did you have to make it a fucking loser a loser that has a fucking beer belly. He
I think the correct
almost single-handedly killed Thanos. All right, why'd you have to do that? Why'd you have to fuck like Thor?
Okay, look, I think for starters the correct term is dad bod, not beer belly.
Whatever.
Then, okay, let me. Okay, look. I spoke my mind about the Fortnite thing. That was completely unnecessary. We got that out of the way. But Thor, after Infinity War, I think he's like experiencing some survivor's guilt, because everybody, like half of the universe died, and it's not like he couldn't do something about it. He almost beat Thanos if only he had gone for the head, but he was too late. His pride got in the way. He just wanted to see him suffer before he died, instead of just killing him right out of the gate. So essentially, in his eyes, it's his fault that half the universe died.
Yeah, but it's not actually his fault.
And he's depressed about it.
Yeah, right, I get it. He's depressed, but it's not actually his fault. Like,
Yeah.
he was the only one that could do something about it. And, alright, I get it. He has a depression, and I get him, having a small part of the movie where he just sucks and he's depressed. I get it.
Yep.
But why do you have to keep it for the entire fucking movie?
I mean...
Like,
look.
I was expecting for the moment where he raises his fucking, he raises his fucking Mjolnir in the air, thunder comes down, all of a sudden he's God of Thunder again, and he just beats ass.
Yep. I mean, that happened kind of when he dual-wielded...
That didn't happen, because then he was still Fat Thor again.
Yeah, I know he was Fat Thor, but when he had the costume on, he was not... You couldn't really see that he was fat. I mean, sure,
Yeah, it's just, come on, it's retarded.
I mean, look, you can't say it was not epic when he dual-wielded both Stormbreaker and Mjolnir.
Yeah, sure, whatever, it was epic.
It was epic.
Captain America, he lifted the Mjolnir.
Yeah,
wow,
finally,
amazing.
and he was
That's
like, yeah,
right,
sure,
cool.
I knew it from Age of Ultron. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, cool. Alright, I get it. It was cool.
I mean, look, that scene alone, when Captain America wielded the hammer, like, you know how much I dislike Captain America? Now I just dislike him a bit less, let's say.
I mean, I don't know. I have a problem with Captain America as well.
Yep.
He's like really bland.
Yeah, I mean, he's stupidly
like
righteous.
there is no like deep depth to his character. He's just like a nice guy that is good and moral and whatever.
Yep.
I don't know.
He has the American ass though.
That wasn't funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean that wasn't funny?
It wasn't funny. All right, maybe it was funny the first time.
Yeah.
The 10 times afterwards, it wasn't funny.
I mean, sure, when you first watched the film though, it was funny.
Yeah, I'm saying they repeated that joke 100 times.
They just repeated it once.
No, they didn't repeat it once. They repeated it 100 times.
When? It was one.
It was at least like 3. It was at least like 3.
Look, it was the first time when Ant-Man said it, and then when Cap acknowledged it when he beat his past self. That was it.
I think it was another one in there.
There wasn't another one in there. You're just yeah, no.
Whatever. And then alright, let me finish my character rants. And then you got Hulk, who's just a fucking retard again. Like, I was hoping, alright, after Infinity War, where we didn't even have the Hulk, we just had Bruce Banner inside the fucking Hulkbuster that was fucking useless, didn't do anything.
Yep.
Except shoot a couple missiles.
Yep.
And then I was hoping this movie would get an actual good Hulk that just smashes things. But nope, they had to fucking destroy Hulk again, and he didn't fucking even beat anyone's ass.
I mean, look, see, the thing...
Like, the Hulk, in my opinion, the Hulk in the first 2 Avengers movies was the good Hulk. Was like
How
how I
about
imagine
how about
Hulk.
Ragnarok Hulk?
Yeah, Ragnarok Hulk was good as well.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, sure, he was good in all those films, but now what they tried to do was like Hulk from the start of Infinity War when Thanos beat his ass. Like, he just didn't want to be like he didn't want to be used as a weapon by Banner. So what Banner did was like he just merged the two, you know, like have the strength and the body of the Hulk and Banner's brain. So that was a good idea.
But he didn't actually like merge them.
What?
He didn't really actually merge them because he was fucking weak. He wasn't like strong as the Hulk or as mad as the Hulk.
I mean, look, the Hulk's powers depend on how mad and angry he gets. So
yeah.
I guess it's understandable that now he's kind of weakened because, you know, he's just smarter and calmer rather than just a berserker that's always angry at everybody.
Yeah, but that's the point. That's what Hulk is. If you remove that, then he's just a moving ball of mass. He doesn't do anything.
Yep.
And then, like, alright, I liked Hawkeye, how they did it. I really liked the first scene in the movie where his whole family dies.
That was the first scene literally in the movie.
Yeah, I did really like that.
Yep.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
There's a mosquito flying in my house, and I just killed it.
No, it was just you slapping yourself for not liking Hulk.
Maybe.
Yep.
How do you know, though?
I do.
But other than that, you had, like, alright, Iron Man's, character arc.
Yes.
They could have done it so fucking good, but they fucked it.
What do you mean they fucked it?
Because at the start of the movie, you see that he has actually grown up. He's an adult now. He has responsibilities. He has a kid. He's trying to rebuild his life after, the snap. And then he has to make a difficult choice. Do you sacrifice your own fucking child and your own family and your own well-being to save, the world?
Yes.
And that's a very hard and moral choice to make.
Yeah.
And instead of making him take that choice, they were like, no, you're not going to make it. Your child will be fine, and you're not going to have to make that choice because it doesn't really matter because the universe will be the same.
What do you mean?
Like they didn't make him make that choice because even if he did unsnub, they said that his child will be still fine. He will still be there.
Yes.
Yeah, but they didn't make him make the moral choice, which was the whole point.
It was difficult because at any given time, if they fucked up during time travel, like the universe, the timeline would be fucked, and he wouldn't have his child anymore and family, and maybe he would even be stranded back in time. So that would not be fun.
Yeah, but that's like a normal Iron Man movie type of stakes, He could have just, lost his wife and kid and him. It wasn't like a moral choice that he had to make. Imagine if he had to make the moral choice that he sacrificed his child. He basically doesn't get to see his daughter again because he wipes out that timeline.
But he doesn't get to see his daughter again. He dies.
Yeah.
He sacrifices himself.
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is the moral choice that he has to make.
What?
The point is the moral choice that he has to make.
Yes, I mean, look, what I liked about this movie is that they made Pepper a bit more chill, because all the previous movies, she was like, no, Tony, don't do that. No, you're not gonna do that. Don't save the world. Pay attention to me. Don't do that. Did I mention, don't do that? And now she's like, sure, go ahead. Save the world.
No, I didn't like Pepper. I hated Pepper in this movie.
I hated Pepper in every movie. What do you mean?
Because First of all, why did they make her into a fucking? Did she take the Iron Suit and fight like fucking Iron Man?
Okay, look,
Or
she's
Iron
not
Woman?
gonna be.
That was fucking trash. All right, that's not realistic.
What? Why is it not realistic? What?
Because you need fucking training to use the suit.
Wait.
You see Tony struggle using the suit and
part,
learning how to
which
fucking
part
use
of the
it.
MCU is realistic exactly?
No, but there are some rules that the characters have to follow. Like,
Sure.
you see Tony.
5 years.
You see Tony.
5 years have passed.
Wait, let me finish. You see Tony struggle through the entire Iron Man 1
Yes.
to learn how to use the suit and to be able to fly and do all these cool things.
I know.
Right? And then you see War Machine doing the same, struggling with the suit at first. And you need practice in order to be able to master it. And then you just see, Pepper just gets the suit and she's like, oh, great. And she fights in the battlefront and like, oh, it's all great. And she hasn't even used it ever again.
I mean, hasn't she? The thing is...
No, she hasn't. Like, Tony put it on her once just to protect her, but she didn't actually fight.
Yeah, she didn't actually fight, but she did have some experience with a suit. And after all, 5 years did
Tony
pass.
even, like, Tony even says it in the beginning of the film, like, she doesn't ever use the stuff I make for her.
Oh. Yeah. Well...
You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's what bothered me. And of course, they had to make the scene where all the women gather together and they fight off to the front and they battle it out. Because women are strong, guys. Look at us. We support women. They didn't have to do that.
Okay, look.
That's annoying.
Sure, they didn't have to do that for the reasons they did that.
They just did it just fucking please the SJW
Exactly.
feminists.
That's the whole reason that scene is bad, because SJW exists.
Yeah, because it was completely forced. Like, it wasn't enough for them that they had strong female characters and the characters were fighting alongside the men.
Yeah.
They had to purposely make a scene where all the women gather together and like, oh, we're women, we are strong and we fight when we don't need men.
I mean...
that's very realistic,
Isn't that the whole purpose of
that's
Captain
one of
Marvel
the things
existing?
that annoyed me about Black Panther a lot. You had the fucking bald women with the fucking spear fighting better than the other soldiers.
Yep.
I mean, come on.
Yep. I get what you're trying to say. What do you think, though, about the LGBTQ community complaining that they only got one gay person in the whole film, and that being the director cameo in the start? What do you think about that?
I didn't know he was gay.
What
I think about that is that get fucked, you slimy, whining pieces of shit.
We're getting so many dislikes on this video, just from this.
Get fucked, alright? Get absolutely fucked. Stop whining.
I mean, look. This is fucking annoying, okay? Like, the fact that we have to put up with your whining, exactly as you said, whining, like, sure, we put a gay person, a person of the LGBTQ community, in your film.
No, you don't understand. They had to put a transgender actor in there, you know? Because if it doesn't make any...
So you want Caitlyn Jenner in the film? No. Do you?
100%, yeah.
100%.
Because if it doesn't have a transgender actor in the film, then it means that we should kill all transgender people.
Next thing you know, Wolverine will be a transgender Logan.
100%.
100%.
Women Wolverine, 100%.
I mean, they kind of did that in Old Man Logan, like he passed the mantle to the little girl, but that was more like, passing the mantle. Wolverine is still Logan, but there's that new Wolverine that will happen if it...
Yeah, but a woman Wolverine is not as strong as a man Wolverine.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not Wolverine.
Yes. So back to the LGBTQ stuff. Stop fucking complaining. Okay?
Exactly.
You got a character that was openly gay in the films. You got what you wanted. Now stop. We don't have to put...
You don't have to put someone that's gay. If someone that's gay happens to be in the film, okay.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit. Why do you have to put someone that's gay, someone that's transgender, someone that's black, someone that's Asian. They just have to have all the diversity of all the people. Like, it matters. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, at this
it's the
point,
same thing with the
it
Star Wars
becomes a
movie.
clusterfuck.
They made the Star Wars movie into a fucking diversity parade. Who cares?
A diversity parade. I mean,
yeah, they had to put all the colors, all the shapes and forms.
They even put like the purple-haired bitch, the feminist one.
Of course. Why not?
Why not?
And they all like looked at like Poe Dameron. Oh my God, what a disgusting man! He wants to go out and fight. We women, we know what's up.
God. I mean,
come on. It's just come on.
The fact that you know what their arguments are, though. Have you heard? Like,
I don't know.
They want to relate to those characters. They want to be represented by some character in a fictional universe. Okay?
You're fucking retarded.
Yes.
And you're racist if you believe that. You don't have to be the same color with someone in order to be able to relate with them.
Exactly.
Right?
What matters is the character, not their...
What matters is the context of the character.
Not their ethnicity. I
don't look at a man, I'm like, oh, that's a white man. I gotta relate with that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's just.
I mean, why do we even bother? Those little spoiled gay brats will still complain about the same stupid shit.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Fucking dislike my fucking video if you're a member of the LGBTQ community. I fucking dare you. Comment on the fucking comment section. I will answer.
Damn. That's big words. All right, I think we did rant off quite a bit, and we did talk a lot about stuff that we weren't really supposed to talk about.
Yeah,
but,
kind of.
It's good. It's good to talk about other things as well.
I know.
But
so
yeah. What else should we talk about to wrap this up? I mean, just like in general, I didn't really like a lot of stuff that they did with the characters.
We do have like 10 or 20 minutes to go, so for starters,
about 10. Yeah.
About 10. Yeah. I mean, we can extend it a bit, but
yeah, we can do some more, but it's no biggie, no big deal.
No big deal. So for starters, let's give a score for Endgame. So you go first now.
I mean, I'd say 6.
A 6? Wow.
A 6 out of 10.
I mean, look.
Infinity War was 100% better. I don't know if you agree.
Infinity War was better. I mean,
to me, Infinity War was better.
Look, the way they changed Thanos in this movie, like, last movie he was like this guy that just wanted to...
Yeah, I also didn't really like Thanos in this one. Because, like, in this one, he didn't even really have any context behind him.
No, because he was
just like another big bad guy.
He was just the past Thanos that was like young Thanos. And he was the nihilist Thanos that just wants to kill people. He just wants to kill people. He doesn't have any other motives. So, yeah. They just wanted to put a version of Thanos out there that was closer a bit to the comic book version, and I think they did that pretty well. Okay.
But no one cares about the fucking comics.
A lot of people care about the comics.
Yeah, the nerds care about the comics. Everybody else doesn't give a shit. They just want a good movie.
Yeah, sure, but if the characters are, like, closer to the source material, it gets a bit nicer. A bit more...
Yeah, listen, some stuff translates well into the movie version.
Sure, I'm not telling you to put a hero in the movies that eats like matter and anything. Okay?
That wouldn't be too great, would it?
Like that's an actual character that but
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I mean, sure, weird things happen in the comics, and not everything is to be translated exactly, but what can be should be.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so my score, I guess, would be an 8.9.
Wow.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the film. Okay, I really did. So yeah.
Okay. All right then.
I mean, people.
Would you say that Infinity War was better though?
I mean, look, I did give Infinity War a 9.5, I think. So sure.
Okay.
But you know.
Well, yeah, I would agree with that.
But sure, this film was like the end. It's in the title. It's literally the end. They just closed up the first page of this universe they have been building since like 11 years ago, and it was the best way to do it, in my opinion. So yeah,
it wasn't the best way to do it. It was an okay way to do it.
I mean, it was the best way they could do it in today's society. Let's not get in.
Maybe.
Let's not get into that now because we did a bit earlier. But yeah.
Maybe you're right. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for our Endgame talk.
Yes.
Hopefully the coming movies will be better, and hopefully they will not be filled with SJW propaganda.
They probably will, especially the Captain Marvel movies. Especially those.
Yeah, I mean, like Captain Marvel as well, just on an ending point, was, first of all, she got very few time.
Yeah, I mean,
in the movie.
Second
of all, she doesn't have a fucking soul. She's not a human.
What?
Like, I know she does. What I'm trying to say is that.
What?
She's not. She doesn't act good. All right. You don't relate to her. You don't like her.
Oh, you mean the actress? You mean the actress? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like, you don't know her motives. You don't know what, like, she's just a fucking block of wood.
I mean, maybe if we had watched her solo film, that would help a bit.
Yeah, maybe. But still, like, she doesn't give any substance. She just sits there and just shoots things and beats stuff.
Look, Captain Marvel was there at the start of the film just to save Tony, and then she appeared at the end of the film just for the directors to say, oh, she's in the movie too.
Yeah. Kind
of. That's my opinions on Captain Marvel. So.
How do you feel about the strongest superhero being a woman?
Thor is not a woman. Thor is most definitely not a woman. He has long hair, sure, but he is not a woman.
Is Thor stronger than Captain Marvel?
Yes, he is.
Is that a fact?
110%.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I
mean, if he's not stronger, like, power-wise, like, character-wise, he is far better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not talking about character-wise. I'm talking about strength, actual power.
Yeah, he's stronger. He's up there.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be it for Infinity War.
Yep.
So. Projects and stuff.
Projects. Woo. Well, this is gonna be fun. Like, I don't know what exactly to reveal because, I don't want to spoil things, but.
All right. I think if you want, you can tell us what you're working on as a general,
Oh, okay. So, for starters, I'm working on a book. I'm writing a book called Symphony of the Sword, subtitled Melody of the Awakening, which is a fantasy story. About.
Right.
It's a fantasy story. Okay.
And then what else is going
on? So there's this bad guy that wants to grow his empire, and this kid, his friend, his mentor, and a couple of kids that want to stop him, essentially, is what I can tell people without spoiling things.
Yeah, you shouldn't really spoil it.
I mean, look, this is the base version, what I'm telling you, There's more to them, I promise. But yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I can say from Symphony. So it's a book essentially. Yeah, that's that. That's that.
And all right, so you got a book going.
book.
Do you have anything else?
Yeah.
In terms of.
I do. I'm writing a manga series as well.
Woo, the weeb shit.
Weeb shit. That's good though. Okay.
Is weeb shit good?
Yeah. I mean, just wait till you read my shit.
Well, I'm sure it's gonna be great.
Yeah. So, should I tell people what it's about?
So what is it about, Aaron?
Okay, so essentially, without spoiling the first chapter, which is not up yet. Well, for starters, it's gonna come out in like a couple of months after I develop it a bit more, and actually draw the thing.
Because it's obviously manga, so it's got to be drawn.
It's got to be drawn, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, without spoiling too much, our protagonist has a demon inside him, and a pair of knights come from England to stop that demon without knowing that the demon is actually one of the knights' childhood friends, and the story progresses from there.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, other than the manga, I believe you also have a comic book series that you're working on.
Not really right now. Like,
I mean, there is some work in that, right?
There is some work in there. There are some concepts in there, sure, but it has a long way to go. So yeah.
Right. So like the book and the manga series are the top projects right now.
Yep. I mean, the manga series will probably start in a couple of months. When I upload it, I will probably be making a video, and I will be tweeting about it, and yeah. So actually, if you want to follow my tweets about these projects, you should probably follow me on my new Twitter account. I will be linking that in the description.
All right.
So yeah. The book, the book is still on the early chapters. I don't really know how much it's gonna take me. And I don't know how or if I will publish it right out of the gate, because
Well, I mean, a whole book does need quite a bit of work there,
I mean, it does need the writing part, so yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So
well,
that's that.
That's a bit of a sneak peek.
That's the sneak peek. Like,
maybe in a future episode, you're gonna give us some more details.
I mean, we do have the logos there in the background now, don't we?
We do have them. Apparently, I don't see them, but
you don't see them, but
we do have them.
Yeah, we have them. If we don't, then well, I will.
Then somebody doesn't know how to edit.
Somebody doesn't know how to edit. I will probably upload them on the Twitter that I just mentioned, on the new one, along with this episode of the podcast. So, yeah, keep up with that.
Cool.
Okay, so that's that.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be it for today's episode of the Powermetal Podcast.
Yes, it is.
We will probably catch you next week with
episode
Game
4.
of Thrones Season 8, Episode 4.
Yes.
And some other stuff that we're going to talk about, which we don't yet know, but we'll surely find something to talk about.
I'm sure we'll find some things to talk about.
And the episode is guaranteed to change your life, so you better tune in.
Well, it better be.
So, yeah, we will catch you guys later. Bye.
Iron out.